And welcome back, everyone, to the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railkin for the final match for set number 1 between NSHSting and mouzMana. So let's jump straight into this game, shall we? Both of them taking one apiece. Metropolis will be the final map.
Oh. Do you see this right now?
Oh, we have a command center first. Interesting.
Getting scouted, too. Like, he dropped that right in front of the probe. I mean, it's Metropolis. It's a big map. Just do it.
Well, anyway, we do have Sting over here as our red Terran on the right-hand side. And, of course, mouzMana over here on the left as our green Terran. So let's see what he's going to do. It's quite possible he's just going to 4-gate him after seeing this opening.
He could double Nexus, which is it. He's going out for one Nexus. You think he'll do the second one? Like,
It's
I mean,
possible. It depends on what he wants to feel like doing. He has been playing pretty aggressively in game number 1, and then game number 2 he was like really passive. So
there's one Nexus. All right, what do you think? Second Nexus or Nexus into delayed pressure? Call it in the air.
I'm gonna say Cybercore next.
Yeah.
Haha, I win. Yeah. But he has both those options completely available to him. It depends on what he feels like doing at the time. He's continually trying to delay this command center from going up. But the second barracks is already on the way as well.
He could still go for the extra Nexus, just wants to get that Cybernetics core out first so he can start getting, like, sentries, if he does want to take that risk. Getting a sentry out early would be good, just for defense. But, I mean, I don't think it's likely. I think he would have gone straight for the double Nexus if that's what he was going to do. And we could still see, like, a delayed pressure, like, just get a few more gateways out. Well, like some sentries.
He hasn't moved his command center down to the low ground. He's getting a third barracks. Oh, there it goes. We have seen Marine King do this, where he gets like 5 to 6 barracks and just pushes with like an insane amount of Marines. And it's worked out quite well whenever he does it, but then of course it is Marine King, so...
If you have your macro on time and you call down all the mules, you can actually pull like more than half your SCVs, and the mules will fund straight Marines. Without any add-ons, you can produce out of 4 to 5 barracks with just the mules and a couple SCVs, endless supply of Marines. So, I mean, that could actually be what he's doing. We've seen Marine King do that in this tournament. And it catches people off guard because they don't expect that kind of attack. It's illogical. And that's the type of stuff that works against people.
Haha, I win. That's exactly what he's going to do here, right here. Now, Railkin, there's no gas. There's 2 extra barracks coming down. So
with the 2 extra, I don't think he'll pull the SCVs. Because 6 barracks is a little bit much.
Oh, actually, there's another one down here as well. You're right. Well, either way, it's going to catch Mana completely off guard here. He's going into 2 extra gateways. He really needs to get that gateway count down because models are going to be absolutely useless to him. He does not want to have a robotics facility on the way very shortly. As I say it, he makes... No!
Yeah, that's what that noise was. He's saying he does not want to have a robotics facility. Oh, right as you say it. The question is, what will he do with it? I mean, he's going to get an observer out first. If you chrono boost it, fly it out across the map, there's a chance he could scout this in time where he could cancel the Immortal.
He's got to get to figure something's going on right here with this Stalker, though, because he just sees Marines, he doesn't see a bunker, and he doesn't see many SCVs down at the Natural, so this might be a big red flag to him to see how he goes. He's got double Forge on the way.
Way the Marine count here in a second. Yeah, there he goes. He's pulling some SCVs, but not as many because he does have the 6 barracks. He can't afford to pull a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
And he does have a second gas on the way, so he will be able to transition out of this if this doesn't work. So I actually like this build from Sting. It is a little bit safer. It's still going to be really high pressure and can catch people completely off guard. You see Mana is struggling to get 2 extra gateways down in time, not even bothering to make anything out of this robotics.
He needs to come in the middle of the map with his Stalkers, and that's exactly what he's doing right here, to try and catch a lot of these Marines as they're reinforcing, picking them off. There we go. He is getting quite a few of them right now. And the longer time he has to kite, the better. He might actually have to give up this Nexus, which I think is what he's doing. A really smart decision here by Mana. And he's still got these Stalkers out here, remember those. He can... Oh, he needs to be careful not to get surrounded, though. With reinforcements coming in, he's going to lose one... Oh, barely keeps those alive. But the longer he delays this, the more time he has to get more Stalkers out. He can force field the ramp if he wants to as well. Looks like Sting is going into the Natural, though. He's going to try and target down this Nexus. And look at this, Mana actually being really smart with his Stalkers here. I really like it. He's going to lose one of them. False field to the top of that ramp. He's going to have to deal with these reinforcement Marines that come in droves.
Sting's been being really smart, though. He hasn't been getting sidetracked by Mana. Mana's desperately trying to distract him with the Stalkers, trying to make him waste time.
Yeah.
But Sting's only been skirmishing very quickly and then just ignoring them, turning back and heading towards the natural. Now he's fighting with the units whenever he's getting the opportunity, but that Guardian Shield is doing so much.
Yeah.
That Guardian Shield helps a lot. And that Nexus didn't actually go down, so...
I really liked how Mana reacted there. He kept in the middle of the map, played calm, didn't panic, got the Guardian Shields down in the right position, fought where he needed to, and he's actually ahead on the resources lost right now, and he's continuing to keep these Stalkers alive. Oh, needs to be careful of that last one.
Normally, I'd say this is dangerous for Mana because of the fact that there is both Stam and Combat Shields on the way, and that could catch him off guard. But if you look in the natural, there's double upgrades rolling for Mana as part of this adjustment. So if he can, like, these are going to hit pretty close to the same time if he Chrono Boosts those, and then the 1-1 will make a massive difference. So I still think Mana's in a really good position as long as he
needs to not walk up this ramp, though. No.
Oh, right as I say that. What? Why?
Well, he lost 3 Stalkers. He will be able to get away, of course. He's realized what's going on now. With that 1-1, like you were saying, he should be okay, but he needs to mix in some Zealots into his unit composition. And that looks like he's going Sentry Stalker right now, getting a 3rd Nexus. And I think he's picked on to Sting's playstyle here because he knows he's going to be aggressive yet again. He's bringing more SCVs this time.
And that gets scouted by the Observer, so he sees this coming. This 1-1 is actually going to finish way before this impact because he's been Chrono Boosting them quite aggressively.
Yeah.
So look at this. He's going to get here right as 1-1 finishes. These Chrono Boosts are timed perfectly. He just has to buy a few seconds. There we go. 1-1's done.
Yep.
And that's really bad for Sting.
And he's actually engaged before Stim is finished, so he's actually going to be tearing through these units. The Zealot's doing a nice job. He caught half the army there. No micro at the moment here from Sting. I think he's realized that what the awful position he's put himself in, and now he can't get away, Railkin. He's lost all those SCVs. He's lost all his army yet again, and Mana now has a 3rd Nexus.
Yeah, he needed to wait on this Stim pack. It might not have been too bad if his Stim was done. He might have been able to trade somewhat cost effectively without Stim pack versus the 1-1 army of Mana with the good Guardian Shields and Force Field control. There's just no way he was going to win that fight, but he had no idea the 1-1 was coming is the problem because Mana has it back here where it wasn't spotted. He did a really good job of Chrono Boosting those out really quickly too. He's going to open up the rocks up to his 3rd base, and now suddenly all of the pressure's on Sting. Mana knows he's way ahead, his 3rd Nexus is finishing, he's got a Templar Archives. He is so calm right now. He's just going to sit back, take the lead, scout with his Observer, make sure that Sting doesn't take an extra base sneakily, and as long as Sting doesn't try to expand, he knows he's really far ahead.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you really just shut down so perfectly. 2 attacks coming out from a Terran player. He's done no damage pretty much at all. And now we got Storm, Zealot, Charge, and 2-2 on the way. So as soon as those 4 upgrades finish, we'll probably see Mana just straight up end the game.
Yeah, but until then, he's perfectly fine to chill because he's been scouting with the Observer. He's got a proxy piling up here in the top left. He can use the Warp and a Zealot to check the 3rd base as well. So there's no way he's going to be able to sneak a 3rd base. And look at this, Sting's pulling SVs again, and it's going to get scouted by the Observer again. Look at this. Wow. So he's going to be able to put himself in whichever position he needs to be. He's even going to skirmish this army, delay it a little bit, charge in, actually kill him a good number of units, and then he can just back off. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, that's very true. We do see a lot of these SCVs coming through in, and he's going to be able to force field this out. Oh, he should fall this one out.
He's not done yet.
And he just lost his sentries too. He's going to lose that as well. Oh, this is actually going to be a lot more dangerous than I really should have here right now, but we do see the Zealots coming forward. They're going to get through those SCVs quite quickly. Storm is not done. 2-2 is not done yet either, but he does have a nice gateway count. If he can target down the Medivacs here, he should be able to roll through this. His army supply was just so much bigger. Medivacs are falling here now. And reinforcements coming in, Mana knowing exactly when to turn around because he has that Observer there to see that coming through. We do have Templars here going straight into an Archon as well. And are we going to see a feedback on the Medivac? Yes, we are as well. There's only Stalkers left here. For Mana, though, he needs to be very careful. Sting, this is the one chance Sting has. He's going to lose that Archon pretty much instantly, but he's over-stimming here now, I feel. There's no Medivac energy left. All these units are on such low health. Mana's going to barely be able to push this back, but it's the reinforcements he needs to worry about. 2-2's not done yet.
It's just about to finish. One of them's done. Weapons are going to finish in just a few seconds. And when that's done, these warpins will just start completely obliterating Sting's army. So it looks really dangerous and it looks really close, but in a second, it's going to be a steamroll. Like, you can see these last couple low health units are going down. Sting is still rallying across the map, but there's now Zealots warping in large numbers. They're 2-2 Zealots. He can start adding in a couple Stalkers in a second. He's got a lot of stockpiled resources, and one of the problems was he didn't actually have the extra gateways for his third base up yet because of the engagement. Those are about to finish in a second, so there's going to be a large number of 2-2 units out, and that's just going to completely shut down Sting. The last SCVs. I mean, this is the third SCV pull of the game. There's a Zealot in the natural as well, taking out a good number of units just because of that 2-2. Look at that. 2 more coming in at the same time, so there's going to be 3 Zealots ripping apart his mineral line, but he doesn't care because he's going all in right now unstable, but he's about to hit a brick wall.
Yeah, there's going to be 4 Storms available when this happens. Is he going to go down to 30? I don't think he's even noticed. No, he hasn't. I hasn't noticed that at all with Swan. There we go. Storms are ready. There's the stim coming down here from Sting, and oh, good night. He's actually not really just being indecisive about that. The Storms from Mana are beautiful. There's the GG. Mana will advance into the winners match for this group. Congratulations to him. We'll be right back with our second set. There's going to be JKS against
Choya.
Choya, yeah, that's right. We'll be right back. Stay with us.